Hello and welcome to today's divine collective reading. I'm just going to set the cards out and get a little feel for the energies that are coming out today. I hope everybody's having a great day. Oh boy, we got a lot of heart card messages. Wow, we got freedom twice. Twice in this spread. All right, so where to start? Where to start? I keep getting drawn to this card and it says humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Humor. Lately, I've been telling myself, lighten up, laugh a little. So, things might feel a little tense right now. You may trying to be doing a little bit more convincing yourself of loosening up, but it may seem difficult. Maybe there's situations or circumstances in your life that you loosen up a little bit and then something comes in and tightens it right back up, you know? Um, so, yeah, lighten up just a little bit. Okay, um, we have the moon card perception. You might be in your feels right now. You might be heavily contemplating like what's going on in your universe. You might be looking at everything a little deeply, and that's all right. That is all right. You know, the more you study things, the more you tend to learn. And the next card we have is Earth School, Life Lessons, Soul Growth, Study, Higher Learning. Wow. And called is the following card: Soul Gifts Training. It's time to step up. So yeah, there's a lot of taking notes, taking notice of things in your surroundings, with the people that you're communicating with. And then I keep looking back to this other card. It says it's time to take action. New Moon in Aries. So with these first five cards that I'm speaking about, I'm really getting the feel that you're really trying to like I'm seeing the four of wow, and now I see that there's like wow, a square with Buddha in there. So I'm getting like the four of wands card, um just really trying to be grounded and really setting a solid foundation through what you've learned, through what you've seen, through what you've experienced in life. Okay, so the next cards I have is detachment. You are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideal of love. Kindness. You are a humanitarian made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. And freedom. You are releasing any self imposed restriction or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Excuse me. Um, okay, so with what you're setting your foundation with, um, like I'm getting somebody putting down a four corner tent. Okay, and each time you nail the peg into one of the corners, I I I feel as if you're saying, okay, I'm putting this down, but I'm also releasing. I'm letting this go for a certain sense of freedom because and then you move to the next peg and you're like I'm letting this go, and I'm calling in kindness and love. And then, like as you move around to all of the corners, um, and then you finally get all the pegs put down, and then you have this lighter feeling, and you feel like, wow, I've put down a solid foundation. I've got somewhere to go into and sleep. I'm going to be safe. I'm going to be warm in here. So it's like reevaluating what you've learned in life and restructurizing your ideology to match with your future. You're releasing and calling in at the same time. Wow, that was a very cool download. And so the next card I see is Temple of Truth. Wow, and under it says throat chakra, authenticity, and self expression. As I cleared my throat right before I had read it. So, yeah, definitely voicing how you're letting it go. You could be putting down this tent or this foundation or this slab or whatever it is that you're building on, and you're voicing it out loud to the universe. It's not just in your head, you are using your throat chakras for the self expression. Um, and this is just, a symbolic image in my head. But as I go in my day to day life, yes, throat chakra is very important. Yesterday I had some really cool talks with some of my clientele, and it really helps to express yourself to like-minded people or people who understand, or they would like to have a broader understanding of spirituality and ascension and moving forward. So yes, authenticity, just being yourself, and you will draw in, your energy will draw in like-minded people who understand you, and you will have people that you can express yourself to. It's not like you are just going to be talking to yourself constantly. There will be others to bounce ideas off of each other. And then the next card I see is the eagle, see from a higher perspective. And this is letting us know that as we elevate, as we become comfortable with our foundation that we're building, and then we become comfortable with bringing in these new ideologies that we want to move forward with life, such as kindness and love, and all of these things that are asking us to vibrate at a higher frequency, at a higher perspective. An eagle soars above the canopy. Um, let's say 10,000 feet in the sky. He's got the bird's eye view. And that is where your mind is taking you. That is where your heart is taking you. Um, and you're protected up there. Not a lot of people hang out up there. Like in the canopy, it's bugs and animals, and especially after nightfall, it's predator and prey. But as an eagle flying above, um, you have a sense of protection up there. So that is what spirit is telling me, to let us all know, our collective and myself, that we are protected within this higher perspective. Okay, so we got a bunch a bunch of heart cards. The first card, I pulled this out a couple times this week, is a sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Okay, so some of us may be in a romantic connection. Um, some of us may or may not be in that romantic connection physically, but maybe mentally, or in communication with it. and we are moving towards it. It's all about that foundation. So we are building for a safe place for all of this, and this is saying honor the place in one another where we find this eternal soul. Okay, and that leads to true bliss, which connects back to the humor card, where this person you can open up with, you feel your happiest, you feel freedom, there's kindness within your relationship. Wow, I just also got this got another sight on this humor, freedom, kindness, and detachment. That also can be where you are in your union with a life partner, with a romantic partner, with somebody you see building this foundation with. Okay? The next card we have forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on the past, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Okay, so forgiving your past, forgiving others, letting go. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control, which also goes hand in hand with forgiveness. And we have healing. Wow. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So, back to that temple of truth. In there, with self expression and authenticity, there's healing, forgiveness, and acceptance. And then again, we have two cards that are in the shape of a heart, and there's freedom again. So this card says freedom, there is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. And the other card said freedom, you are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through loving energy of openness. Okay, so we are being called to radically accept where we are at in our healing journey. We are sorry guys, my dogs. Penelope. Okay, sorry, where were we? Yeah, so this is beautiful, ties together again. I know personally from day to day, it can start off strong. This reading I'm doing in the morning, and definitely we have, it's starting off strong. And as you go on through your day, things wane and shift, and you might not end on a high note, but let your rest bring you back to this state of freedom and kindness, and always just kind of like let it go. Okay, just a few more cards here. We have ground yourself and journal. I got outside early this morning. We had like a little windstorm pass through. We have a lot of trees in our yard, so I got outside and I raked up some leaves, and I was looking for my tortoise. And anyways, I found him. He took shelter under this like low-lying tree. Um, he hasn't been going back to his house lately, so he's been exploring new foundations, and I think I'm bringing him up because now that I think about it, like this tortoise, yes, he does like to feel protected by an outside things, but some days, sorry, the dog, Mike, mommy's reading. Um, so some days the tortoise, when there's nice weather, he'll just butt himself up next to the wall in the evening time, and he will tuck himself right into his shell and go to sleep. He has like a shelter that he started off. We trained him to go in there to sleep for the evening. But then, we kind of our animals and our pets are kind of left to be, of course, they're very, what's that word that I'm looking for? Like, um, they're evolving to be with the humans. You know, their animal instincts are there, but also, you know, they're becoming house pets. So, but then again, not so much in a sense where they don't have a sense of freedom. You know, they're allowed to run in and out of the house as they please. There's like a screen door in the back that they can just kind of go outside, do their business. They're able to go come in and out as they please. Um, so it allows them to still have like that primal instincts and whatnot. So we kind of let the tortoise do what he wants. He's pretty contained in our backyard. So if he chooses to sleep butt up to the wall under the tree in his shelter, he can do so freely. Um, Unless something's going on and I need to make sure I know where he's at. But with that is just seeing how a creature can be so comfortable in their shell that you know, they don't worry about. He doesn't worry about. He's comfortable in his surroundings. You know, our backyard is his home. The whole backyard's his home. So wherever he chooses to rest at night, he's comfortable doing so. And so that I say we take note of it, and you know that'll help me and hopefully us as a collective open up to the comfort of knowing that we are whole within ourselves, we are safe with ourselves, you know, and to start there, you know, to be safe in a connection and to be safe with trusting other people, you know, that you have to use your very best discernment and, um, you know, you could find yourself in sticky situations, but that's all a part of, you know, using your best discernment. On this higher vibration, we don't tend to put ourselves in those situations. So we can see ourselves as this tortoise within our confines of our home space. We tend to feel safe no matter where we are, what we're doing, and what's going on for the day to day. You know, like smaller things that used to bother us when we were younger, when we were less aware, self aware, such as finances and um, relationships and, you know, bills and things like that. You know, those things don't tend to go away. So, no sense worrying about them. Um, if you are on this higher vibrational path, as my collective who are watching tend to be, um, you have elevated to reach a certain sense of freedom. Okay? And best to do, I guess the last part that these guidance cards were ground yourself in journaling, like get outside, touch the earth, touch the touch the trees, be with the animals, and their groundedness can teach you how to adapt and find comfort and solace within self. Okay, so one last final card I'm going to read here. This is a postcard from Spirit. Dearest you, we are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. It's all leading to a new beginning. We are stepping into a new version of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside you from primal places? The form of what you're growing has yet to take shape, and it's exciting to experience this new, fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push and pushback when entering any kind of new relationship. It's okay to admit you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to dive in and allow that new version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life spirit. You have made it into a new level of awakening and contributing, and we are so excited to see where this will take you next. We are so proud of you. What a beautiful way to end this message today. Um, have fun, be free, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Happy December. Today's December 1st. If you haven't subscribed or liked this video, please don't forget to give us a like or a subscribe, and we hope to see you here for our next reading. Thank you so much and have a beautiful rest of your day. Aloha.